Hi. This is a Nikon D70. It's an old camera from like 2002 that was an okay beginner camera for the time, and I'm not a great photographer, but I do really like nerd stuff, and this particular camera is interesting because it's very easy to remove the IR filter inside of it and replace it with a piece of quartz glass like I have in here to open up the sensor to the near IR and UV spectrum to turn it into what's called a full spectrum camera. And I really want to know what that's like, so I'm going to go outside and take some pictures with this old camera, put them on this old pre-SD card, and then we're going to do the conversion, and we're going to see what the pictures look like before and after. Let's check it out. I'm back. I'll find some kind of way to put the pictures here on screen that I just took. Unrelated to this, but there is a much older SD card in here that I guess I took to a photography camp when I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I found a bunch of photos still on here from that. And weirdly enough, I was probably better at pictures and manipulating a camera when I was in the camp taking the classes, so maybe I'll put some of those pictures up just for reference of what this camera can do before the conversion. Okay, now I'm going to try and be quick so that we can keep the same brightness and conditions outside as my before photos, and I'm going to open this up and I'm going to do the conversion. Let's do a time lapse. Okay, I want to pause here and have a look at what we just took out of this camera. This right here is still on there. How do I get that off? Maybe a flathead? Okay, let's zoom in for this part. I have here, wait, I'm not going to say zoom in and then not zoom in until later. Let's redo it. Okay, this is the most delicate part. Microfiber cloth, IR filter, new piece of quartz glass. No way. I'm looking at it now, there's totally a mark on this sensor. Oh no. On the, not the sensor, the new piece of, oh, nope, it's not a mark. It's just some schmutz. It's my fault. Okay. Now, reassemble everything in the opposite order. Let's make a separate video. Okay, I just put it back together and the camera I'm filming with just overheated, so I'll be quick so it doesn't happen again. I'm gonna go outside and take some photos with this similar to the ones I previously took, and then we can talk about the comparison and what kind of cool IR UV stuff we can look at next with this new tool. Okay, I just got back from outside and it's time to see how that went. This is anything like any other project I've ever worked on, there are going to be some problems. One of the first things that happened is whether I shorted something or didn't seat the ribbon cables properly, the screen is just white now. So the screen doesn't work, but I don't think that'll affect the images themselves. Okay, these are not sorted chronologically. I'm looking at photos from the mid-2000s of sticks of butter. Okay, well I'll leave it rolling just so that when these do finally load, I can see, is that me? That's crazy. Okay, so I broke it one way and then another way, and it was, first the screen was white and the ribbon cable was wrong, and then it just wasn't writing to the SD card. I don't know what the problem was, just wasn't writing. It's been like way more time than I wanted. We might have lost the sun, but it's still open, so I gotta like hold the battery in with my thumb. I just turned it on, lined up a picture, took a picture, and look at that. It's written it to the SD card. It doesn't really look like anything, but this means we can go outside and start to actually experiment with this. So, let's take the battery out. Let's seal this back up, and let's see how we did. That's really cool. It fully worked. I will show here. There are fully different pictures. It absolutely turned out. I'm really happy with the results, and I'm really looking forward to experimenting with how I can use the full spectrum capability to do things like look at how the annealing or treatment of my rings is going as I'm casting them, or maybe get a better idea of how they're heating up as I grind and work them. There are a ton of ideas I have, and I'm super excited to do more and share. But for now, I will call it. This is my first time doing something of a longer form video. But if you like this, please let me know. That would mean a lot. It's my first time making something like this, and I'm very excited to share. If you watch this far, I love you very much. Take it easy.